whatever you're taking away from the green belt by a building or whatever, you have to put at least 10% back. So what we did with the person who does the ecological surveys, and she very kindly offered to help us come and plant it all and everything if we got it through, was we did nature corridors on 3 sides of the land, but it's still not enough, and it was 25% roughly of the land that we were putting back, but they still wouldn't let us. They didn't like the residential, so we sent them all the stuff that we'd done before, because where I lived before, I lived on site, but I had a lease saying that if the animals went and the PAWS went, I went. You know, it was like a dwelling for someone working with the animals, that's all it was. But they won't have that either. So anyway, getting off the planning, because there's nothing much more we can say about that. I mean, I just think we're banging our head against a brick wall. We're now in the situation, we are still trying desperately to operate. We are doing as much help to the public, the community, food banks, and any animals that we can rehome home to home, if people can keep them in their own home. Or I do have a couple of fosterers. I would love more fosterers, but it's not to everybody's taste. But you know, if you are interested, we pay for all the vet bills, we give you all the food, it doesn't cost you anything. With a cat, if you had a spare bedroom that you don't use, perfect, to keep the cats in, keep them safe, because the one thing is with cats, you cannot let them out if they're under our umbrella and they're fostered until I can find them a new home. So you'd have the pleasure of an animal, and also maybe just doing a little bit of good, you know, because that's what this is all about. This is the animals I'm trying to do this for. What really upset me was that £15,000. How many animals could I save with that? I can't think about it. So if anyone is interested in fostering, will they please come and see Trisha, cats or dogs. The dogs, it's a little bit different because we have to fit the animal to the person. We're very, very lucky we've got Kate here who's taken Dexter on, and they're a match made in heaven. And it is a different process for that. But if you have got a spare room and you wanted to help with cats, that would be fantastic. Right, and the next bit, of course, is, does anybody know where I can set up a kennels and a cattery? Temporary, or to rent, to lease, to buy? I will look at anything. You know, it's just, we need somewhere to set up something that we can just run from. Because I'm now in the situation that all the kennels are full for the summer, so I can't even rent their space. And basically since COVID, kennels is the place to be working and earning a lot of money, because they're booked 2 years in advance, which is fantastic for the businesses, but it's not for us. So that is, if anyone knows of anywhere, if anyone can ask the question, please, you know, anything. I'll look at absolutely anything, because we just desperately need some help at the moment.
Which areas are you looking at?
Again, I will look anywhere, but I would really like to stay this side, if I can. I would like to go more towards Halifax, if I could, even Bacup, where I am at the moment, anywhere. But I will look at anything. Because we are still having all our running costs, because we are still operating, we're still paying our insurances, we're still paying wages, we're still paying insurance for all the fundraising we do, you know, and that comes to, every month we've got to find £3,500, and we're self-funding. We don't get grants or anything very often. We do sometimes for Pets at Home, it's very rare. We run off all of your help. You know, it's all of you that run this, and you know, it's all your money that you've put into it that we're trying to do our best with.